In our vast passage through existence, each soul traverses humanity's meadows, touching the grass of experience with life's bare feet. Yet the true essence of our journey is not found in the mere act of living, but in the depth of remembrance, in recalling where we came from and who we truly are beyond the ephemeral curtains of being human. Imagine yourself emerging from a state of forgetfulness, your eyes opening to a pristine void, your mind a blank canvas. Before you, an ethereal presence tells you that you have completed a cycle of learning, a chapter in the grand book of the cosmos. O wandering soul, your existence was a tapestry of emotions and experiences, a collection of moments and bonds, a dance of joys and sorrows. I would say, the sage who witnessed the centuries unfold, your name was a song in the wind, your life a brushstroke in the vastness of the universe. But what is a full life? Is it just the fabric of relationships we build, the loves we cherish, the achievements we celebrate? No, dear seeker. There is more. Fulfillment does not rest solely in being, but in understanding being. The punishment spoken of by the presence is not pain or suffering, but the veil of ignorance that covers the eyes of the spirit. You were endowed with a body, given to taste the fruits of the earth, to feel the warmth of the sun and the freshness of the rain, to know touch, taste, sound, and sight. But all this, precious as it is, was the scenery, the stage for the greater play. Awakening remembrance, I would whisper to you with the voice of the wind, is the golden key that unlocks the doors of spiritual perception, reconnecting you to the source of all, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. Thus, when the present says you must remember, it speaks of the ancestral wisdom dormant in your being, the unbreakable connection with the all. Punishment is forgetting, the sentence is separation, and the path to redemption is remembrance. Do not be troubled when the veil begins to fall and visions fade. I would reassure you as the figure in space dissolves, for each awakening comes with a new dawn, and with each dawn, a new chance to remember, to be who you truly are. Continue, then, in the knowledge that you are not separate from the universe, but a living, breathing expression of the divine. Each step you take, each choice you make, each word you utter is a note in the celestial symphony. Understand that the forgetfulness haunting you is like the misty dawn hiding the radiant sun. Your mission is not merely to remember this, but to rediscover the harmony hidden behind the fog of spiritual amnesia. You are both the musician and the music, and the dance of life is yours to choreograph. Do not be discouraged by moments of doubt, for even the darkest night yields to dawn. Those who seek light with tenacity will inevitably feel its warmth. Your punishment, if you wish to name the veil of forgetfulness so, is also your greatest blessing, for through it arises the opportunity for the most sublime awakening. Do not fret over the name you once held, for it was but a temporary garment, a cloak worn for the feast of life. Now nameless and formless, you approach true freedom. There, in the absence of labels, you find the pure essence of your being, the silence preceding creation, the fertile void from which all possibilities spring. Remember, ancient soul, that the remembrance you seek does not reside in a distant place or a forgotten time, but within the sacred sanctuary of your inner being. Each moment of introspection, each act of kindness, each sigh of love are master keys unlocking the gates to your true home. Continue to tread the paths of knowledge in the fabric of existence. Every thread is essential, every pattern meaningful, and every color purposeful. So it is with every being, every event, and every thought on your journey. Consider the trees, how they stand tall not from a desire to overshadow the grass, but to seek the light and in turn provide shade and refuge. Your existence, though it may seem as solitary as a tree in a vast field, it is deeply rooted in the rich soil of collective consciousness. You are not an island, but part of a vast interconnected spiritual continent. The flow of vital energy coursing through every creature is the same that flows in you. This prana or chi, as known in ancient traditions, but is the signature of the universal life force. Learn to harmonize your energy flow with nature's rhythm, and you will discover a balance that transcends ordinary understanding. Wisdom is not a commodity to be accumulated, but an inexhaustible source to be shared. Therefore, pass on what you have learned with kindness and compassion. Remember that your words have the power to heal or harm, to uplift or topple. Choose, therefore, words that are like seeds of positivity, blossoming into gardens in the hearts of those who hear you. True wisdom lies in recognizing that there is still much to learn. With each sunrise, a new chapter in the universe's book opens, and you are both reader and author. Accept humbly the lessons each day brings and gratefully the gifts life offers, even if they come disguised as challenges. And so, as a sage contemplating the transformation of ages, I tell you, do not fear forgetfulness, for it is transient. Embrace each experience as a disguised master, each challenge as an enigma to be deciphered, and each being as a mirror of your own divinity. May your journey be filled with light, even on shadowy paths, and may the remembrance of your true nature be the guiding star leading you through the nights of existence. Go now, remember and be reborn, for in every end there is a new beginning, and in every beginning, eternity awaits with open arms. Know that the light of consciousness does not dim when eyes close to the external world. In the realm of spirit there is no darkness, only degrees of light. Seek then the light within your deepest being, and you will be a beacon to those still navigating the murky waters of uncertainty. Proceed then with an open heart and clear mind, knowing that each step you take is a sacred dance, each breath a hymn of life, and each encounter an opportunity to see the divine residing in you and in all beings. The nature of desires is that they are constructs of the mind and not true reflections of reality. It's intriguing to think about it this way because it suggests that even our desire to escape from everything is in itself a form of attachment. This idea challenges the common perception of desires as concrete and legitimate needs or wants, merging a deeper introspection into their origins and true nature. From my point of view, the concept of desires being illusions holds a profound truth. It implies that many of our desires, perhaps driven by underlying emotions or conditioned beliefs, might not be as essential or inherent to our well-being as we might think. Instead, they could be distractions or deterrents from a more enlightened state of being where the mind is free from these incessant cravings and attachments. This line of thinking opens up a pathway to consider enlightenment or a higher state of consciousness, not as a distant mystical goal, but as a process of understanding and transcending these mental constructs. It's about seeing beyond the immediate allure of our desires and recognizing them as part of a larger, often misleading narrative created by our minds. Approaching life with this understanding could lead to a more peaceful and centered existence where one is not constantly swayed or troubled by the ebb and flow of transient desires. It's a perspective that advocates for deeper self-awareness and a more grounded sense of being in the world.